So in the book, it talks about that Jesus, under the section of authority, that Jesus was one who had authority. The crowds looked at him and they were just amazed that when he spoke as one with authority. But I wonder how he got that authority. And what I mean by how is not that he didn't get it from God or anything, but how it developed in him. Now, in my life, authority came from basically four sources: family, my encounters with religion, and the military. I mean, my encounters with religion are twofold. That's why I say four areas. Probably just three, actually. But let's go to family. My mother told me when I was born, she had me baptized in a Catholic church. But the priest had insulted her and she left. Now, I think the story was that the priest had called her a communist because she was part of a young communist league in her old country, in the Dominican Republic. But what she told me was that just because someone wears a collar doesn't mean they should put a collar on you. And what she meant by that, it sounds so much better in Spanish, but what she meant by that is authority isn't something that's just given to you magically, it's earned. And so in my mind, I started thinking, so this is how authority is. It's earned. Then I became a Jehovah's Witness when I was 9. And I noticed from that group, authority comes from the group. Whatever the group said is what you did. Whatever the leaders of that group said, you did. So that's the second thing. That authority comes from a group. Third thing, and at least in my life, I became a Christian when I was about 14 through a Christian fellowship. And this was a fellowship of Pentecostals. So you can imagine a Jehovah's Witness and a group of Pentecostals. And all of their authority came directly from God. I'd never seen this. They had exorcisms every week. They had healings every week. One of our group had cancer and she was healed. So that's when I started really understanding that our authority comes from God, because they did things that normal human beings couldn't do. It was an amazing time in my life, and it really formed what I thought was authority. So let's look at Jesus's life a little bit longer, especially his early life, and see where he may have gotten his authority as far as mentally, what he thought growing up, and how that affected him. Because a lot of times, however you read the Bible, it's your past and your childhood that dictates how you're going to interpret that. And sometimes you have to deal with that before you can really understand what God's power and authority in your life is. So let's go to the next slide. Just click it. By the way, I have pictures in this slide, Professor. I think when you click on it, they start appearing magically. So that may be a little confusing. I should have said that on the outset. All right, just click it and let's go.